Alan Parry.
A sellout crowd of 40,000 inside Villa Park as Wolves test their Premiership potential against one of the best sides in the higher division. Aston Villa have the best goals against record in the Premiership, and they're strengthened tonight by the return of their most experienced defender, Paul McGrath, who's missed the last 2 games with a groin injury. Youngster Ricardo Schimeka drops down to substitute in the only change from the side which beat Gravesend here in the FA Cup on Saturday. Wolves are forced to make a lot of changes. New signings Osborne and Samways are cup-tied, Emblin injured, and Williams on international duty with South Africa. Into their places come Mark Venus, Mark Rankin and Darren Ferguson. New manager Mark McGee is still waiting for his first victory after 4 games in charge at Molineux. The referee tonight, Martin Bodenham from Cornwall. Away we go then, and no club in the history of the League Cup has appeared in as many quarter-finals as Villa. This is their 14th appearance at this stage. If they win tonight, they'll be in the semi-final for the 10th time, and that's another record. And Paul McGrath, who was 36 last month, will certainly add the experience that they'll need tonight against Bull and Goodman, the Wolves strikers who are in terrific form at the moment, both of them. Here's young Pearce, Goodman's layoff to Darren Ferguson, and set up for Atkins, and the first shot, not exactly something he'd be proud of. He's only got 3 goals since joining Wolves, and 2 of them came in this competition, in fact. Draper. York let it run on. Bright play by Aston Villa, but Wolves defended efficiently. Need someone to get the ball down on the ground here. Villa's throw. Dwight York getting away from Richards for the moment and finding Draper. Milosevic. That's a good turn to lose Eric Young, and a lovely little ball for Ehiog. Excellent build-up play, and Ugo Ehiog could have given Villa the lead then. 6 minutes gone.
Yeah, this is a great run by Ehiog from a long way back. Beautifully laid into his path, wasn't it?
2 goals this season. One of them came in this competition against Stockport, in fact. White. It's a glorious ball, and York has made room for the shot. Composure perhaps might have paid off, and he applauds that brilliant crossfield ball from Alan Wright. Ferguson takes over, and this is Atkins. And again. Ferguson for the second time getting the benefit of the referee's decision on a possible handball. Goodman. Ferguson goes down and doesn't get the referee's verdict. He thought he should have had a free kick. Play goes on to Tommy Johnson for Villa, and the deflection off Young has taken it for a corner. And Darren Ferguson is still unhappy that he didn't get a free kick in the build-up to that Villa attack. And he had a case.
Yes, he did. It was a good move by Villa, and I felt that Johnson should have squared the ball back rather than shoot.
And Ferguson has already lost blood for the cause, seemingly.
There was a bit there, wasn't it?
York getting the ball back after dangerous-looking cross, and a fine header clear by Atkins. Danger hasn't gone yet, though. Ferguson will make sure it has now. A good ball out, finding Bull. Charles did the right thing then, just took the sting out of that counter-attack. And Gary Charles has it again. Moved from Derby just about a year ago now. That was a poor layoff by York. Wasn't really Charles's fault. And Bull will chase this one. Ehio's got to get on his bike here. And typical Bull. And I thought the referee was very harsh, and he's now going to compound the error for my money by booking Steve Bull, presumably for his protest. And I thought that was a decent 50-50 challenge.
It was, actually. Bull is very unlucky here. He wins, as you can see. Ehio's holding on to him. 6 of one, half a dozen the other.
And it's a game that's sort of crying out to be slowed down a bit, this.
Yeah, it is. It's got all the cup tie ingredients, Al, but you're quite right. It does need to come down a pace. There's a lot of hurrying and scurrying, but there's nothing at the end of the product at the moment.
Let's see if Townsend can produce an end product. This is Johnson. Milosevic. Good effort by Milosevic. That wasn't too far over the Wolves crossbar.
Yeah, well, this is the effort of the game so far. Milosevic tees it up well. You can see he's looking, he turns the ball, and this is a good effort, this. Yes, good play.
Richards. Excellent play. Goodman, that's a lovely little ball inside as well. And Atkins delivers it first time to Bull. Good attack this by Wolves. Can they get something on the end of it? They might yet. That almost sneaked in on the near post.
Well, this really is a supercharged bully, isn't it, we're watching tonight. I mean, every time he gets the ball, he's determined, he looks the part, he's sharp, he's fast, and here he nearly gets it in.
Right. Looking for York in the corner. Richards read the danger. What a good game he's having. Well, there's a sloppy ball. Tommy Johnson presented with a gift. Couldn't unwrap it properly.
It was a sloppy ball by Ferguson, actually. But when Johnson got it, there didn't seem to be much on for him to do. No options. He just took it on and then shot wide, and that was about the end of it. There didn't seem to be much movement in the Villa side there. And it was a good opportunity, really.
Gary Charles. Milosevic. And Young has beaten him. Never really had it properly under control. Paul McGrath got injured in making that tackle.
Yes.
And he's rolling in agony at the moment. It's not a sight you often see. McGrath normally straight up on his feet if he's hurt. Players gone on with right in possession. And here's Milosevic with a great chance. He got the header all wrong. Problems for Villa at both ends of the field.
I'm not sure. I mean, the Milosevic header coming in here should have done better. Look, clear header at goal. Dreadful.
Now Milosevic, lucky there. It almost went out of play. Charles. Milosevic again. Sets one up for Wright. And Richards hasn't missed a thing at the back for Wolves tonight. That's the end of a hurly-burly sort of first half, a typical sort of cup tie, really, you'd call it. Not too many chances. A couple of them fell to Milosevic. Both missed, of course. And defenders got the better of forwards in that first 45 minutes. And that's why we've reached half-time. Aston Villa get the second half underway then. They've lost only 2 of their last 13 League and Cup games, and both of those were by a single goal. Such is the strength of their defensive formation these days. But it's what they can get moving in attack that's likely to decide the outcome of this tie tonight. It's been very, very tight so far. Wolves get the benefit of the doubt on the throw. Milosevic thought it was going to be his. Here's Rankin taking Wolves forward, and suddenly a space opens up for him. Oh, that was an awkward ball for Bosnich to deal with. Terrifically versatile player, Rankin, and the Wolves crowd behind the goal applaud his effort to turn them a corner.
Yeah, and it's a good run by Mark Rankin, and there's a deflection here that Bosnich deals well with.
Ferguson with the corner kick. Goodman's header off the line by Wright. Rankin gets it back again to Darren Ferguson. Rankin's cross looks useful. Young couldn't quite reach it. Half-time team talk must have been very much along the lines of don't pay them too much respect, you're as good as them tonight. And they're looking it at the moment, if not better. Ferguson. Strange ball then by Rankin. Straight to Milosevic. Good interception from Richards. He's found Goodman. Bull in the middle. Richards continues his own run, and that's another corner to Wolves. Looking good now, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Yes, it's a good corner swung in here, and that's what Wright's there for.
The opening 10 minutes of this second half has been dominated by the First Division team. Goodman lurks with intent again on the edge of the box. Wins the header again. Brilliant play, and a chance for Richards, and it's off the line again by Wright. And Goodman has hit the post. What more misfortune can fall Wolves? Incredible.
Well, it's a great header here, actually, when you see it come in. Mark Venus heads it across. And you have to say it's good play by Wright, because that's what the fullback's doing. He's defending. This is unlucky, very unlucky.
Well, Wolves are still level, but deserve to be in front the way they've started this half. Dwight York. A gift to Andy Thompson. And the tackles are flying in now. That one has dunked Atkins to the ground. Here's Townsend. Oh, it's a good effort by Townsend.
Yes, he has two options here, Andy Townsend, either to cross it or maybe shoot. He chooses the latter, takes the ball onto Venus, moves it well. Good effort, really.
Ferguson. Presented straight to Ehio. Oh, that's a lovely layoff. Milosevic to Charles. And he's done well, the fullback. And the header by York. Villa's best move. Could have produced the first goal.
Yeah, now this was a really classy move, this. And a great run by Gary Charles, and he crosses it well. And really, that really should have been in many ways.
Top scorer this season, Dwight York. 10 goals now in his new role, in which he's revelling. Bull taking it well on the chest. This is Atkins. Ehio. Milosevic. Clearance by Pearce. Ehio in a bit of trouble. Villa have got away with it, and Townsend's long ball gives Wolves a problem. Well played, Mark Venus, though. And no wonder Mark McGee is anxious that he comes off York winning the header. Milosevic. York takes over again. And that's a lovely ball for Charles. And that must be in, yes! Tommy Johnson celebrates. And against the run of play, Aston Villa are in the lead. Midway through the second half.
It's a good move though, wasn't it? Dwight York sets it up beautifully. Lovely ball by Gary Charles. He was a bit fortunate, Tommy Johnson. If you see this, I mean, Dwight York's done extremely well. Lovely ball across by Gary Charles. And this was a little bit fortunate.
Atkins turns it on. Bull getting in. And still. Oh dear. He hit it in the one place that he didn't run to. Straight at the keeper.
Yeah, it's half a chance here for Bully. He comes out well, doesn't he, Bosnich? Spreads himself well, makes it difficult for Bully, and the second one, well.
Townsend. Well, he's done well enough because he's tucked it into an area that Wolves didn't really want the ball to be. Richard's clearance has gone straight to Draper. Now Milosevic. And Stowell couldn't keep it out. Oh dear. Taylor inches away from clinching victory for Aston Villa. Excellent defending by Richards.
Well, if you're Taylor, you think you've got to score this, really. Well worked by Milosevic, and Taylor looks 100 to 1 on certainty to score there, and should have done.
Draper. This is right. Good ball for York. Townsend. Well played, York. Great shot by York. That was excellent work.
Yes, Dwight York, when he goes. He's very quick. He gives them the slip here and moves very fast indeed. And that's a good shot. Wide.
Atkins. Cleared again by Ehiog. Milosevic chasing it. Stowell has got to pump this one forward. Little urges his man to defend once again. Wolves have got to throw it. Almost a minute of stoppage time played. Wolves lifeline in the competition hangs by the merest of threads, and now it's snapped. It's all over. And Aston Villa in their favourite competition. Only Liverpool have a better record in the League Cup. Have made another little bit of history for the competition. Their 10th appearance, a record now in the semi-finals. But they owe a very big debt of gratitude to Alan Wright, who made 2 goal line clearances when Wolves were at their best in this game. And Wolves will believe they did enough on the night to deserve a replay. But football can be very cruel, and the goal by Tommy Johnson was enough to send Aston Villa through into the last 4. Final score, Aston Villa 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0.
Mark, would it be fair to say that you're a little disappointed at that result?
Yeah, I'm very disappointed. I think that in any game you've got to be prepared to lose games, and there are ways of losing a game, and I think that, you know, we came very close tonight to getting a decent result. There's always a danger against a team of this quality, obviously, that they get something, and they did at a time when you know, we were tiring a little bit, but nonetheless, you know, we wouldn't have been embarrassed to go away from here with some sort of result.
You're pleased to be through. Are you perhaps a little bit relieved to be through after the 90 minutes?
I think you go through all those emotions. I could give you quite a few other emotions I go through in the course of 90 minutes. Yeah, it's a tough game. I mean, you can't take anything away from any club that get to a quarter-final of a competition. And no matter who they are, whether they're in your division, whether they're higher in the division than you, whether they're in a division lower, they will give you a tough game. And they played a man-for-man system in most areas of the park and worked very, very hard and made it difficult for us, and they deserve a lot of credit for that.
If you continue to play like that, though, in the league, you won't be too disappointed, will you?
Well, I mean, forget about that tonight. I mean, what I've said to the players in there, really, that it's a disgrace that people who have got that sort of character and that sort of performance inside them are in the position that we're in, and we're not going to tolerate anything except that now. And I don't think the supporters that were here tonight would accept anything like that, because like Saturday, in a sense, they've shown their hand now. Everyone can see they can do it, and now we expect every week.
And 1 step and 2 games away from Wembley.
Yeah, fingers are crossed and everything, at the moment I'm beginning to get superstitious. I'm starting to worry about that. I don't know. I mean, whoever it is now, semi-finals, we've got a chance, and they will feel exactly the same. So, when the tie comes around, whoever it is, we'll be ready for it. Hopefully we can play